It's moonberry pies for all as the Bitcoin price continues to trade around the $19,000 region. But it's not all peaches and cream here, folks, as there is potentially a very ominous threat looming here in the shadows. And if this is in fact to play out, things could get very, very ugly. So let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. So let's begin right here on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. But of course, before we begin, if you could smash that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, thank you very much. And if you're brand new, welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you are ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all so you don't miss any more of these analyses. Now, with that being said, we can see that Bitcoin has been trading within the confines of this upward sloping parallel channel for quite some time, ping-ponging off the support and resistance levels. Right now, it appears that Bitcoin has put in somewhat of a double top on a very micro level, 4-hour time frame, and we are seeing a slight sell-off right now. This is only interesting to me because it comes into confluence with a bearish divergence here on the 4-hour time frame. Higher highs on the price action, descending highs on the RSI indicator. It's actually a triple bearish divergence, as you could see there, right? That it was actually these three lower highs in confluence with these three higher highs. So that is actually a triple bearish divergence there. And if we pull our trend line from the same point on the MACD histogram, you could see that the momentum there is looking like a bearish divergence as well, in my opinion. Let's get this crypto. And now if we toggle over to the daily, things are very interesting here as well. From an RSI bearish divergence perspective, we are potentially seeing one created right now. Let's actually get a good view of this. Now, take this with a grain of salt, as there still is a ton of time left in the trading day, so we can't say that this is for certain yet, but right now it does appear that Bitcoin is seeing a bearish divergence forming on the 1-day time frame RSI indicator as well as the MACD histogram. Let's get this crypto. So we are seeing yet another double bearish divergence now on the 1-day time frame. Now, taking indicators out of the equation, just notice the level that we're coming up upon here at about the mid 19,000s all the way up to 20,000. You could see this red line I have drawn here. Simply put, this is just the old prior all-time high level around 19,600 to about 19,700, depending upon the chart that you're looking at. I mean, this is just a psychological potential resistance level, right? Very difficult right now to actually speculate upon what the reaction is going to be at that level, especially if we do push to a new all-time high. I mean, that's completely uncharted territory. Very difficult to speculate upon the outcome, right? Are we going to see a dump, a potential flash crash? Are we going to see shorts pile up and a whale come in and squeeze this thing up even higher, right? Are we going to see extreme FOMO? Very difficult. So, right, as a proper analyst here, I'm awaiting to see the response at this region, right? I'm awaiting to observe the reaction and the response of market participants at this level before I formulate my next strategy, right? So I'm keeping my eye on that level. It's just interesting because it comes into confluence there with the top of this parallel channel, right? If we were to keep ping-ponging, right, you could see that this range here does come into confluence there. Very interesting. And then you've probably noticed this white line above there. And that for me is the 1.618 golden Fibonacci extension target, right? And that target is coming from the Fibonacci extension ratio from our prior cycle top here around 14,000 down to our roughly $3,800 bottom. And that is the ratio that we get there. And that is about 20,042 here on my chart. So this whole little range in and of itself finally has some confluence in it that potentially speculators could use as an area to apply some sell pressure, maybe stick in some shorts, or maybe just simply that the buy pressure, sees a decrease at this range purely because people feel the risk level is higher than it already is, being in a range of such potential bearish confluence. Let's get this crypto. So I just wanted to put this on your radar. Again, in a parabolic uptrend like this, my friends, it's very difficult to be doing technical analysis. I have not seen any trade setups for myself here lately. It's too parabolic, right? I don't see a perceived edge for myself, right? It's very much so a coin flip in these types of situations here. When you're moving straight up, we've seen bearish divergences be negated all along the way here, right? We've been in an absolutely parabolic uptrend. So right now, I'm just going to remain cool, calm, and collected, await to see the market participant response around this range. I mean, at any point right now, we are fair game for a dump, or we are fair game for a potential short squeeze rip through the all-time high, right? I know if you're new to trading, you may be, oh, Kirby, well, how do you say one thing and you're saying it could go up or it could go down? My friends, yes. I mean, we're in a parabolic uptrend where technical analysis has continuously been negated. But the one caveat here is that this whole range, right? There's not been much here, right? Look at it. I mean, the only data we have where it was the final week, essentially, of our massive bubble pop back in 2017, and then some selling pressure here after the bubble pop. That's really all we've had to go off of. But now, finally, we have this peak that could come into play. We have the Fibonacci extension target that could potentially come into play. And we have the bearish divergence potentially could come into play, and the top of the resistance trend line of this parallel channel structure that could potentially come into play. Let's get this crypto. I just want to keep giving you guys what I'm seeing, right? Even though I'm not seeing any trade setups for myself right now. For me, I'm just trying to keep you in the loop with what I'm seeing here. Maybe open your eyes to another perspective that maybe you weren't looking at, right? What's most important, you need to have a plan for yourself, right? Everybody's strategy is different. This is not a one-size-fits-all type of business, right? With trading, investing, each individual has a different approach, right? So for your personal situation, just have a plan for whatever occurs. If we rip up like a hot knife through butter, have a plan for that scenario. If we get rejected into a heinous debacle to the downside, have a plan for that, okay? Have a plan for all scenarios here that will hopefully keep you out of wrecked city to the best of your ability, at least, right? And for me right now, I'm just going to await and watch the response here before I strategize for my next trade setup idea, right? Because right now I just don't see a perceived edge here for myself. So I'm going to wait for that and then look to potentially crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can. So my friends, if you have appreciated this here today, I really would appreciate a thumbs up for the video. It so helps the channel, and I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And as I've stated earlier, and you've probably realized by now, this is the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you're ever going to find. So hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all so you don't miss another one of these analyses. Welcome to the channel. And until next time, my friends, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.